Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The punter Tress Way set to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Henry on 2nd. Breaks the tackle, still going. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Jackson now on 3rd. Gets this one to Andrews. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gets this to Bateman.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. His short game gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give them the leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw first play here with Daniels. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Buys time, rolling right. Can't get it to him, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking their passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. He's got Andrews. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Make a play here. Take it to him.
Blitz coming here. Jackson. Complete. Derrick Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play fake. Jackson. On the move. Headed right. On the move. Looking deep down. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Baltimore. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payday.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's got it at the 6. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, it's Robinson. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Commanders make it a 1-score game in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens in possession. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Running once more with Henry. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. From the 28. Finding Flowers. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Daniels on 1st down. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Third and long for Daniels. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that brings up 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. Here comes the final play of our first half. Keeping it simple, they're just going to call a give right up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
With the score, Ravens 21, Commanders 7.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
2nd and 8. To him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. Getting out to his left. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Third and short, Daniels. Escapes the puck. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's Robinson. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Another run for Henry. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9.
Jackson now on third. Sir, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
To the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Play fake here, Daniels. Throw complete to Eckler. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing.
Commanders 14.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Makes a cut to the right sideline. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Flush down now to his left. Oh, no, the ball is loose. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They're running the option, short side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws, and he's even more adept at breaking up those passes.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for the back that time. And now they face second down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lamar now from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He puts some juice on a deep throw down. He's got it inside the 10. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. He's up. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
He's got Andrews. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
They'll run here with Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Once more, here's Henry. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Third and goal, Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's cut. Eckler. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now Daniels to throw. Stays in the pocket. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. First down, ball at the 36. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Henry. Room to run inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. Instead of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.